Today we have a multi-talented artist from Washington, D.C. He is also a skilled videographer and business owner of Pineapple Club Umbrella. Today we have GoHardMikeLee. How you doing today, bro?
I'm good, man. What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. We out here in Baltimore. Great vibes out here, chilling.
It is, yeah.
You know. But the first question I wanted to ask you is that you have an interesting name, GoHardMikeLee.
Yeah.
So where does that come from? What are you going hard in?
In life, you gotta go hard. I'm going hard in life. Like, I'm trying to get where I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to build my business. You know what I'm trying to build relationships. You gotta go hard at that. You can't sit around and like wait for it to come to you. You gotta really go out and attack, and collect and gather, and do that work. So I go hard at that. And my music is like, it's motivational to go attack the things that you're trying to acquire. So that's where the go hard comes from. And it's like, it's a mantra also, because it's like, I can't put go hard in front of my name and like be chilling and not taking advantage of opportunities, not going to look for opportunities, not attacking. So it's, you know, it's a mantra, it's a reminder to go hard at everything when I wake up in the morning. And Mike Lee, that's just my name. That's my middle name.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your first name, do you mind sharing that? So Mike Lee is your...
Nah, if you know, that's a if you know, you know thing.
Okay.
That's a if you know, you know thing. Like, Nardwar probably might know.
Okay.
You know?
But we ain't tapped in like that just yet.
I don't know.
We gotta have another... All right, the next interview we do, we might get the first name.
You might. You might.
Okay, gotcha. So we see that you have bounced around. I looked at your bio briefly. So you just all around a DMV dude.
Yeah.
Born in DC. I think I read that you were raised in Prince George's County and then you moved to Waldorf.
Yeah.
So the DMV is, I think it's kind of segregated a little bit with the way that we are.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say is the biggest difference between the areas that you grew up or that you've been in?
The biggest differences?
Yeah. You know, they say Waldorf is like not even part of the DMV.
What's the biggest difference? DC is just like what you imagine it to be. Like, the people from DC are like, they're more like intense. Mm-hmm. They're more like prideful about where they're from. People from like PG are like, some people are like hood adjacent, you know what I'm saying? So they have like an edge to them, you know what I'm saying? Some people are actually from like tough neighborhoods, so they actually are like that. But it's such a mix in PG. When I was in Waldorf, like, it was a lot of like white people and like black people. It was like mixed, but now it's just a lot of black people. So it's like, now the difference is very small. It's like DC is hella gentrified and like PG got even more like tough areas now. So it's really it's really no difference. It's all a cycle, like, in my opinion.
So is Waldorf part of the DMV?
I feel like Waldorf is a part of the DMV. It's definitely a part of the M. Like,
it's part of Maryland?
Yeah, it's part of Maryland. Yeah.
It's got like the Baltimore effect where they think it's like, yeah, you here, but you're not really in. Like, you're not part of the game.
I feel like it's more people in Waldorf that lived in PG like a lot of their life than more people in Baltimore that lived in PG a lot of their life. I think it's an easy migration from PG to Waldorf than PG to Baltimore.
Yeah.
But you might be right. Like, if somebody was like, "No, it's not," I'm not gonna argue with them. Right. Somebody could be like, "You not from the DMV." I'll be like, "Okay, cool."
Right.
That's your opinion.
So, do you believe that the DMV is an artist-friendly area? You think that you can mature and grow in this scene?
I think so. I think anybody who can politic and have the capital to like continue to scale what they doing, I think they can make it out. But it's just tough to do that. And like, the city is like, the city's so lit, man. So it's like, it's easy to like, once you start getting money, to like just get absorbed by the city life and like you forget you was trying to make it out.
Right.
So, but yeah, I think from what I see, like, it's easy to network. People trying to work, people trying to like build. I just think we just gotta ignore that old way of thinking that it's taboo to like work together. But I'm working with y'all working with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I see it's people around here that I see around and do other shows with. So something's clicking to some people here, and I think that matters. So yeah, I think it's artist friendly.
Okay. Speaking of artist friendly and friends, we see that you performed with Young Float at the On the Set show at the Songbird.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything about the show. I couldn't make it, unfortunately. So tell us about some of the friends that you have, and tell us about your experience at the show.
You missed a good one, man. You missed a real good one. Nah, the show was fire. Songbird was like on fire. Donjale did that show. Young Float headlined. I was able to grace the stage. Bucky Malone, Tommy Tsunami, Trap Juvie, Nico, Trilla K, Pac-Man Dre. Shout out to Pac-Man Dre. Happy birthday, my man. KP Guala. Yeah, man. It was a dope show, man. Afro So Real put the show on. And she's just one of those people that's like, when you ask me, is it an artist friendly area? I think the networking that I've been able to do with people like her and build and get on to stages like Songbird and Union Stage and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, man, you just gotta get out here and like talk to people. A lot of people don't want to go outside and talk to people and like do the work of like introducing themselves and saying, hey, what do you do?
Right.
And like that's hard for people. You know what I'm saying? So
I think that comes for the new age. Like we so tapped into these like doing things on the phone.
Yeah.
Almost, and then COVID, not being in front of everybody, you kind of lose the ability to talk because that's a skill.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with you on that. One is gonna make it though. Like one is gonna like dominate and one is gonna like fall to the wayside. I think that it's gonna fall to the wayside by relying on like only social media, because the person that can do social media and go talk to people, like they gonna really smoke shit.
Yeah. So what's in your artist toolkit? So if you need to give me 5 things that are paramount you must do to be successful, or that made you successful to this point.
Consistency.
That's one.
Discipline. Creativity. Awareness. Self-awareness.
What do you mean by that?
What do I mean by self-awareness?
Musically, how does that correlate?
Like, I feel like as an artist, you can be an artist and be creative, but like push the limits to stuff that you can relate to, at least that you've been through or that you like watched somebody close to you deal with or something like that. But like, don't just jump out there talking about stuff that you don't know anything about. You know what I'm saying? Like, be self-aware and like give yourself first. And then like once you give yourself and people get you, then go be creative and be like, oh, I just want to do like a gangster record. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm not gangster. Right. I just wanted to do it, type shit. But that's what I mean by self-aware.
Okay.
And then I had one more, right?
Yeah, you got one more.
Willingness to listen.
Yeah. Willingness to listen.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of things you can pick up. Yeah. Not even being taught, but just picking up, just being open to receive.
Yeah.
Being open to receive information.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
A lot of times we are stuck in our own way of, doing things, and we kind of block off things that could potentially be beneficial to us.
Yeah, for sure.
But how did you get started on music? And do you believe that there is a time limit to when not only you start, but when you think it's time to wrap things up and say, okay, maybe I shouldn't pursue it as a full-time thing?
I think that when did I get started in music?
When did you get started, and then when do you feel like it's an appropriate time, if there ever is an appropriate time, to be more realistic? I'll say, maybe that's not the right word, about what you're doing musically.
Yeah. No, I mean, technically, I started playing music in elementary school, but like I think what really got me into like rapping was just, I mean, hip hop. Listening to hip hop, probably how most rappers, you know, just heard it and was influenced by it and was like, I relate to that enough to I want to do that. I want to live that. So like after college is like when I really started trying to figure out how to make music, how to do the business around it. And I think as far as like when you should give it up, because that's pretty much what you're asking. Like if I feel like if you're not successful and you don't know how to pivot and make money off of your art, then I think you should make it a hobby. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I agree.
Yeah, if you can, like, the culture pays my bills, you know what I'm saying? And I also have a job that pays my bills. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I don't have any reason to stop, because it's like, this is the part of the culture. This is the culture that I'm a part of. It pays me. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy it. It's a part of me. So I think as long as you're doing that and you're elevating and you're scaling up, like at some point I want to get back into playing, you know, actual instrumentation. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to jump around the stage when I'm 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to be in a position where I could like play an instrument and get my music off that way. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? Produce. Like, I think as long as you're building out instead of like staying narrow-minded, I think you could keep doing it.
That's very solid. So let's play this game where we're going to create the perfect artist. I'm going to give you a category.
Okay.
And you name the artist that you want to fill the attribute. Okay?
Okay.
So
I'm a little smacked. Like, I feel like I'm about to mess that game up.
No,
go ahead.
All right, here we go. So, performance. If you can steal an artist's performance, who would it be? That attribute from them.
If I could steal somebody's performance,
stage presence, energy.
I like, and this is just like this rapid fire. Like I like Childish Gambino or Donald Glover. I like his energy.
Really?
I like his performance. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about fan base?
Fan base, probably Travis Scott.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Catalog.
Chris Brown.
Lyrics.
Lyrics. Dang, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go with Hov. On lyrics. I'm gonna go with Hov. Jay-Z. Yeah.
That's a solid one right there. So, what do you think your greatest attribute is as an artist?
My greatest attribute as an artist? Making music that motivates you to get up, to keep your legs moving. So being motivational. Yeah.
So I listened to your song that's been getting a lot of traction on your platform called "Smoking." Where are you smoking tonight?
Okay.
And I had a couple of questions about. I'm gonna give you a lot of questions in one sentence.
Okay.
So, how was the song created? Where did it come about? And how often do you smoke?
Okay. How was it created?
How was it created?
Yeah.
And then how often do you personally smoke?
It was created like I mean, cause I smoke every day.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was created because that was like the situation that was happening where, you know, my girl or like maybe she wasn't my girl at the time, and it's like, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Where you at? You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, you trying to smoke or whatever, and then linking up, and like, it's that type of situation where it's just the person that you really fuck with. You know what I'm saying? That and smoking is a part of, you know, what y'all do. You know, so that it was made like from that happening in real life. So and yeah, I smoke every day.
So give me a story about the time you felt like. Give me a story about the highest you've ever been. There's got to be a time where you were just like, bro, I don't know.
All right. So it was a time where like I wasn't smoking, and I wasn't smoking for a minute, and I really just wanted to be like, nah, I can stop. Like I don't want it. So it was a good amount of time, and when I started back smoking, the session was crazy. It was ridiculous. I shouldn't have. It was more than like 9 J's, and I shouldn't have partaken in that. Like and I just remember like not being able. I couldn't hold my head up, bro. Like I was, when people be like I'm cooked, I was cooked, bro. Yeah. So that's my craziest story. But like I don't really smoke to get like half-baked dumb decision making high. Like it's more like just like a relaxation, cool, yeah. And like mellow everything out. You know what I'm saying? So
gosh. So talk to me about the camera work. What got you into production and your business that you have?
That's kind of like what we was talking about. Hold on. That's what we was talking about, like when it's time to stop, right? So it's like picking up the camera like gave me another branch into the culture. You know what I'm saying? Something to pour into the culture and as a way to support myself. So I went to school for broadcast journalism, so like I knew how to use a camera. I knew how to edit, and the camera just kind of like, it just fell in my lap, let's say, you know. And I wasn't using it, but I couldn't afford videos. I couldn't find people to shoot me the way that I wanted, like to see myself on screen. So I just started doing it myself. So I was using the camera myself, and then I got to the point where people was asking me to shoot things for them. I started with small clients, like one of my first clients was like a dude. He just wanted to make dance videos. You know what I'm saying? So I was getting paid to do that, and then it just built out from that, from word of mouth, and then like promoting my business, and now like it pays me and it allows me to like put that money into my music. I don't have to take that away from like other important things. It's like whatever money I'm making from that, I could just put that into this creativity. Right. But if I wasn't making that, it's like I can't take from my rent money. No. And you know what I'm saying? Like get off with this creativity. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I got into it. Yeah.
So do you think that the music, are you more passionate about the music or the camera?
Right now, it's like 51-49. It's like 51 the music, 49 the videography, because the videography is like you have to pay attention to a different part of culture, like the cinematic part of it, and like what gives what era, you know what I'm saying? How you want things to look. Do you want things to look modern? Do you want things to look like super creative and abstract? Like you just got to pay attention to different stuff. So it gives a different satisfaction, and it pays. So, right. But the music is what drives everything. I feel like without the music, it's also a pulse that I'm not tapped into. So yeah, I feel like they both work together really well.
Okay, so I have 2 more questions for you.
Yeah.
So we know that, I assume that you have an emotional connection with the music that you create.
Yeah.
Right. So has there ever been a time where you have hit a rough spot with your music, where you felt like maybe you wanted to stop, or you know you were getting some negativity about, or negative feedback about your art?
Nah.
You've always been good, always been pedal to the metal. I guess that's why you call you Go Hard. Go Hard.
I guess so, yeah. Like, I never had a, I mean, I remember like I remember people like not understanding like why I was doing, like making a certain move, like putting on a independent tour or something like that. Like, oh, like nobody's gonna come to that. Like I remember stuff like that, but like that's everybody not gonna get why you doing stuff or believe in what you're doing. So like I kind of expected stuff like that, but that never made me be like, ah, dang, they might be right, or you know, oh, why you making that song? And it's like, because this is the route I'm trying to go. Like, I want to see if this work or not. Like, I don't want to see if your way work right now. Like, so I don't really look at that as negativity. That's just like, but that's the most negative I think I can ever think of. Other than that, like, I've always gotten like pretty positive feedback, criticism. I feel like I take well, so it's like I don't even look at that as bad. Like if somebody like, I think those songs, I don't like when you do those type of songs. All right, bet.
It's respectable.
Yeah, all right, I appreciate that, you know. So everything be good to me, man.
So talk to me about your future endeavors. What are your goals moving forward? Do you have any projects coming up? And is there anything that we didn't mention that you would like the people to know on our platform that we didn't touch on?
I mean, in the future, just scaling the business, getting better equipment for the videography, expanding to different types of clients, you know, whether it's products, whether it's commercial clients, if it's videography for music videos, like expanding all of that. And then with the music, definitely got projects coming out. I got, oh man, I got a project with J Money that's coming out this year. I got a project coming out. Oh, that's a sneaky one. I got a surprise coming out in about a week. So I'll say that. Okay. So by the time this come out, it'll probably be like like a day or two from coming out. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I got more music on the way. Let's just say that. I ain't gonna get into everything. But yeah, more shows, bigger shows. We got Legacy DC on September 21st. That's you know, yeah, Pineapple Club Umbrella is teaming up with Legacy DC. Shout out my man Smokey Garvin. And yeah, man, just more shows, bigger venues. We just did Songbird. We just killed Songbird. Yeah, other than that, stay locked in. You know what I'm saying? Album Lock In is out right now. Box office video coming soon. We got more videos coming. Just stay locked in, man. It's a whole lot of stuff happening. You know, if you want to be entertained, this is where you want to be.
Gosh. Is there anyone else that you would like to see take your spot and sit down with Behind the Buzz? If you want to shout somebody out, local or somebody that you know.
Who would I want y'all to sit down with? Dang, man. You put me on the spot like that. You know what, man? Sit down with my man King Zoe. Sit down with my man King Zoe. Yeah, he a DJ, he's a rapper, he's a singer. He roller skates like on some airborne type shit, man. Like, bruh is talented, man. He's been my DJ for a lot of shows. We got songs together that are coming out soon. So yeah, and he's a real smart brother, man. So like, I would definitely say sit down with King Zoe.
Thank you, Mike Lee, for sitting down with Behind the Buzz during our special fashion show / interview session. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our video on YouTube. And as always, follow GoHardMikeLee and Behind the Buzz on Instagram. As always, continue to
be your buzz.